Hello gamers and future friends. Okay, so I hate wasting time, so here's a quick review to anyone who also hates wasting time. Today's game has a perfect blend of Souls-like combat, beautiful graphics, an excellent world choice of a pirate crew taken down from a storm. All this is mixed together and makes one hell of an experience, very much resembling one of my all-time favorite games, Death's Door, for anyone who remembers that game. If any of this needs further explanation, here is my review of Mark of the Deep. Okay, so whenever I first started Mark of the Deep, I got really fucking frustrated. So frustrated, I stopped, I went on my computer, and I wrote this 2-page fucking review shitting on this game. Like fucking fuming, just fucking hated it. Okay, so here are some quick reasons why. One, it didn't have fast travel yet, okay? So I was 5 hours in, and I did not have fast travel. I kept receiving quests unaware of how to complete them. So these people are just like, hey, do this, do this. I was like, I don't fucking know how to. Many places have ledges where you drop down, preventing you from going back to where you came from, which is where the hub area is. So let's say you're not experienced or that you're lacking in skill and you accidentally drop down from this ledge and save it. You can't go back to the hub area to level up. So you're practically stuck, required to get good against bosses. I was constantly lost without a map. Okay, he's pointing to something. I can't go there yet. Thank you for pointing though. Constantly backtracking, wasting time. I roamed further and further from the hub. Without fast travel, I was unable to go back and upgrade my equipment since I'm too fucking lazy to run all the way back with the fear of getting stuck. Look, it was a bad experience for the first 5 hours. Very fucking frustrating until everything finally clicked after about 5 hours of gameplay.
I can travel between all lit shrines instantly.
Oh my god, I could cry. Oh my god. Oh baby. Game of the year, right here. Game of the fucking year. Oh. Game of the year. At this time, please know, I had defeated 3 fucking bosses. I had been to 3 different areas. It wasn't until all of this that I had finally unlocked fast travel. And also, there was a moment where you hop on this tram, hopefully I'm putting that in the video now, and it takes you all the way back to the beginning after going through an entire area. And all of a sudden, this orientation of the map layouts just starts to click. You realize that you're sort of at the center and you're branching out and you're finding shortcuts back. It's almost like those first 3 bosses acted as a tutorial. Now, all this is fine until you realize that this was an indie game. Gamers are very rarely going to commit this much time to that frustrating of an experience for 5 hours. The main issue in all this is it needed to be shown to the players at the very beginning. Not after 3 bosses, not after 3 areas, not after countless bullshit deaths because you're so weak. Okay, so that was the bad, okay? But all that bad was fixed, okay? So now for the original good. Okay, obviously, the graphics. I fucking love this bird's eye Metroidvania type game. The best replica, as I said before, is Death's Door, to anyone who remembers that game. I certainly do, because it belongs in my top 3 games of 2021. Mark of the Deep, they captured your Soulsy combat perfectly with a simple attack and a dodge roll with iframes. The story arc was your captain is a crew that goes down with a storm and find themselves in Davy Jones' locker, I guess. I don't know. Where everyone is sort of going nuts, but everyone's like, oh, well, look at you. You're the only person down here who's not going nuts, and you got to figure out why. Okay, so world building is very important to me in a video game, so you can do one of 2 things. You can either have much in-depth visuals to give you a grasp of what the world's like. You can have in-depth storylines. You can have a lot of things. This was pirates, a little bit typical. You're in Davy Jones, typical enemies, typical bosses, yada yada. But you know where this game really branched out, and I would fucking hate myself if I didn't tell you guys about it? The voice acting. Holy shit, they knocked it out of the fucking park. The voice acting just was so in-depth and they took it to the extreme. I could relate these characters. Just every time somebody was talking, I put a voice to it. Here's a few quick examples.
Find them. They shall illuminate the path to free it from its curse.
Greetings, stranger. It seems fate has ensnared you on this island, much like it did me.
But it is clear This place is nefarious.
Okay, that to me oh god, it sounded so fucking awesome, and I loved every second of it. I didn't even skip the dialogue, I was so fucking interested. They really did the voice acting great. Okay, now for the bad that wasn't fixed. Alright, so I said this before, you hop on this tram, and it takes you back to the beginning, right? And I was like, okay, alright, now I have a good layout of the map. Everything is one big circle, and I'm exploring. Alright, so let's go back to that area, right? So let's go ahead and get back on the tram. We'll go back to the area, and we'll go back. Okay, bro, you cannot deny access to a previous area because of this fucking step down. You just can't. Like, what was the point of this tram ride? To ride back, to get stuck? Why not just add stairs right here? Give me stairs. Let this be a shortcut to the whole map. Don't fucking limit. You know, now I have to run all the fucking way back to the other side just to reach that point in case I missed a chest, missed a boss, missed an Estus flask, missed something. No, oh, that fucking frustrates me. Okay, second, I fought 3 bosses with 1 fucking Estus flask. That only heals for 3 bars. I got really fucking frustrated because of what this game asks of you. They ask you to defeat enemy encounters, after enemy encounter, get locked in this room, some more enemies over here. This dude shoves a fucking tree trunk up your ass. This motherfucker's launching projectiles at you. You got these guys swinging their arms the lengths of a dodge, and you got these guys exploding after they die. You got multiple fucking attacks coming from all fucking directions. Like, dude, calm the fuck down. A lot of my deaths were due to bullshit and not lack of skill. I think they tried their hardest to match the difficulty of a Souls game, but it bit them in the ass. All these are fine, just not all together. They needed to strike a bit more balance, but this was only a few parts. The entire game was not like that, keep that in mind. Okay, like I said, I love quick reviews. I hate wasting time. Some of these fucking reviews out there are like 30 fucking minutes long, and so many people say just so many things that you've heard a million fucking other times in games. I'm just showing you guys the facts. I'm telling you guys if I like it or don't like it, and I hope you have seen enough to make your own decisions, because I for one fucking recommend this game, but you gotta go in knowing that you're gonna have to struggle for about 5 hours until it makes sense to you. You get your upgrades. It's you know, you pass some of these bullshit enemy encounters, but I promise you it is worth it. This is definitely gonna be in my top 10 games of the year. Okay, shit, one thing that I forgot that I really wanted to talk about, and I actually hope to make an entire video on this, basically as a question and an observation, having somebody explain it to me like I'm fucking 5, because I don't understand it. Death's Door isn't a similar game. It's a fucking exact clone of this game, okay? And it was made 4 fucking years ago, and it's identical. That game, at the time of writing this, has 16,000 plus reviews, okay? Very positive. Mark of the Deep has 92 reviews. Okay, now obviously nobody knows what the sales were, except for the developer, but you can obviously use these 2 numbers to understand that Death's Door sold so many more games. Why? Do people not like playing the same game? Do people not know about this game? Was the advertising done differently? This game deserved so much more than 92 reviews, but that's lo and behold what it got. So, you know, it is what it is. But please go out there, check out this game, Mark of the Deep. It was done amazingly. Everyone played Death's Door. It was on a lot of top 10 lists. Just at the very least, I think we owe it to the developer to at least look at this game. Go check it out and put it on your wish list, because it helps them out to know that people are still aware about it. It didn't die out. People are probably saving for a sale. People are waiting. People want to see more reviews, a few patches, maybe add a map. Who knows? But you know, just don't let this game go unnoticed, because it is an amazing game. Okay, thank you everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful fucking day. You're all incredible. I love you all.